Oh, let's break it.
This is the best iPhone we have ever made. The design. It starts with this new finish we call jet black. The new integrated antennas are built so subtly you can barely see them at all anymore. There's a second new black. We call it simply black. Well, the new iPhone 7 also looks beautiful in gold and in silver and, of course, rose gold. Number 2, something we use hundreds of times a day, the home button. And we've completely redesigned it to make it more responsive, more reliable, and even customizable. It's now force-sensitive, solid state, and it's amazing because it can be programmed by third-party applications, and the applications that have started to work on iPhone 7, taking advantage of this haptic engine, are creating new feelings and experiences that could not have been created before in a smartphone. Number 3, the new enclosure in iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus are water and dust resistant. Number 4, let's talk about the camera. Everything about it is entirely new. There's an optical image stabilizer in all iPhones, 7 and 7 Plus. It helps steady from shaking hands. There's a wider f1.8 aperture lens that lets 50% more light onto the sensor. There is a new 6-element lens, so you can get a sharp image edge to edge with that 1.8 aperture. And there's an all-new 12-megapixel sensor. It has large pixels, it's 60% faster, and 30% more energy efficient. Even the flash is all new, our True Tone flash. And here's an example of low-light photography. So much improved, it's really great. Developers are really excited that in iOS 10, you can now capture raw DNG files directly from the camera sensor and do even more complex editing. We also have the best camera we've ever had on the front side as well. There's a new 7-megapixel FaceTime HD camera for those selfies and those FaceTime calls we make. This is up from 5 megapixels. The sensor includes new pixel technologies that we've used on the backside, like deep trench isolation. If you remember what that is, it helps us get sharper images as the pixels get close together. It also captures wide color images. So throughout the system, we're applying wide color and does auto image stabilization. So this shot that you see up here on the screen, that was taken from the front side camera, unedited exactly as it can take a beautiful selfie. And this is what we're doing on iPhone 7 Plus. It's plus a second camera. There's now 2 12-megapixel cameras built in the iPhone 7 Plus. One has the wide-angle 28-millimeter lens, the same as the iPhone 7. The other is a telephoto 56-millimeter lens. Well, why have 2 complete cameras with 2 lenses? Well, to explain it, let me show you a traditional point-and-shoot or DSLR and how the lens can work. As you know, and we have many of these cameras in our lives, you can change the focal length of your lens to zoom in. That's how we get a zoom feature. And that works great when you have a large camera with a big lens on it you can move in and out. That isn't so great on the lens you want to put in something that goes in your pocket or your purse. So how does it work? The same as before. You go into the camera app to take a picture. But now there's a new button right there on the screen. Let me blow it up a teeny bit. It says 1x. It's right above the shutter. And when you go to take a picture, it's using the wide-angle lens and taking a picture just as always. But now with this button, you can do one of 2 things. First, you can just tap it, and it jumps to 2x. Now you're taking a picture with a telephoto lens. You're getting the same high-quality 12-megapixel picture with a beautiful optical lens, no software needed. The second thing you can do is you can put your finger on it and drag across it, and you can zoom from 1x to 5x. And as you go beyond 2x, you're doing software zoom. But now, since it's starting with that telephoto lens, the quality of that image is 4 times better than before with software zoom. In fact, it's so much better, we